Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, we've been looking for one of these motorhomes for months. We finally got one, and it's going to sell very, very quickly. 2002 Winnebago Journey 32T diesel motorhome, as in only 32 feet long, double slide diesel motorhome. If you're looking for a diesel motorhome, you don't want a huge 38, 40 footer. This is as small as you're going to get and still keep a diesel pusher. 275 Cummins, which in this little motorhome will keep up with anything on the road. I mean, this right here, folks, is probably the hardest motorhome to find is a small Class A diesel 32 foot. 32 foot two slides with only 67,000 miles. This is a motorhome that can run 500,000 miles or more. It costs over $140,000 new. I've got the original Maroni or window sticker inside. I'm going to show you. It's got the upgrade. It's almost a $6,000 upgrade. The 7,500 watt diesel generator. It came factory with a 6,500 propane, but this has got the 7,500 diesel. The 275 Cummins Freightliner chassis, so getting service is never going to be a problem. It's got, the hydraulic leveling jacks. Both slide outs have awning toppers. This is a nice motorhome, and for those of you looking for a small Class A diesel, I know most of you look on the computer for 6 hours, you're beating your head against a keyboard because you can't find them. Well, here it is. But now, folks, keep in mind, today's Thursday. This one will be gone by Saturday. I've had more requests. I had one of these about 4 or 5 months ago, a 32T, and I've had more requests for find another one of these than probably any other type motorhome I've ever had. And here it is, folks. Now, for those of you who left me your name and number or email, I will call you back and email you back, let you know. But I'm also putting this on eBay. I'm putting it all over the country, all over the internet. So it's going to go to somebody, and this way everybody's got a shot at buying it. This particular unit's only $39.9. It just came in. I haven't even washed it and cleaned it up yet, but it will be washed and cleaned up and checked out with the purchase. It's got the basement electric heat pump, so it doesn't have those big ugly roof airs on top. It's got a big 25,000 BTU electric heat pump and air conditioner that's in the basement, just like a house. It's that big 275 Cummins, folks. I know a lot of you think maybe that's not a lot of horsepower, but here's the thing. This is only 32 foot. This is not a 42 or 45 footer that you need a 300 or 350. In fact, I promise you, this small motorhome, you can line it up next to a 42 footer with a 350 in it, horsepower engine, and this 275 will leave it eating its dust. That's just because this thing doesn't weigh near as much as the big ones, and that 275 is more than enough to safely propel you down the road at whatever speed you want to go at. Side-mounted radiator. The striping and finish looks great. I've owned Winnebagos myself. I'm on my second Winnebago currently. And what I like about Winnebago over other brands is they actually build 80% of their own parts on all their motorhomes. And that's the way they've been for 45, 50 years. They're the name that's pretty much synonymous with all type motorhomes. Just for example, let's say you need this door right here. Winnebago makes this. They don't buy aftermarket parts like everybody else does. So it doesn't matter if your Winnebago's a 2002 model or a 1972 model. You can order this door right from Winnebago, even if your motorhome's 30, 40 years old. Now, you try doing that with the other brands. The other brands, they buy all aftermarket parts. They just put them together, put their badge on them, and that's it. The bad thing about that is when the motorhome's over 4 or 5 years old and you need to order a part from the factory, guess what? They don't have it anymore. Winnebago, you don't have that problem. When I took the factory tour up in Forest City, Iowa at Winnebago's plant, the tour guide, what he told me, and this is why I've always bought Winnebagos, is that Winnebago actually builds motorhomes. They don't just put them together like everybody else does. They build majority of their own parts and actually puts them and builds them. So they build the parts and the motorhome. So that's a great option for those of you who wanted a dependable company, a dependable brand. These are well insulated. It's got the outside entertainment center. It's got the rear view camera system. Let's take a look inside this 2002 Winnebago 32T. Now folks, I've got the generator running, powering everything inside this RV. It's a nice motorhome. And it's hard to believe this is only 32 feet long. You feel like you're in a 37, 38 footer, but you're only 32. 67,000 miles, 275 Cummins. It's got the Allison Transmission, the HWH Hydralic Leveling Jacks. It's got the optional Sony backup camera system. Somebody's upgraded the TV to a HD TV from the Cube TV. CD stereo, auxiliary start. It's got the exhaust brake, the air brakes. It's got everything a 42 to 45 foot motorhome's got. Just in a shrunk down, easy to drive and park package. It's got a manual point satellite dish. Notice the carpeted headliner. That really helps reduce road noise, road vibrations, and you know Winnebago is known for their roofs. Folks, you can do that yourself. It's like punching a brick wall. I mean, you do that with any other brand, you're going to have light lenses pop out. You're going to have rattles. It's going to bend. It's going to flex. But you do that with a Winnebago, you've got a brick, pretty much the equivalent of a brick wall for a roof in this thing. And it's a no-maintenance fiberglass roof. I forgot to mention that. For those of you who don't want a rubber roof because you have to get up and service them every year, this is a no-maintenance, lifetime fiberglass roof. You never have to worry about the roof leaking. As we step back, folks, you got comfortable leather captain's chairs that swivel for party seating. The carpets look like new. I mean, everything's great. Winnebago builds their own furniture. They weren't happy with the build quality from the vendors like other brands use, so they started building their own furniture. They're the only RV manufacturer that actually builds their own aluminum frames in-house. Everybody else uses aftermarket vendors, but Winnebago wasn't happy with that, so they build their own aluminum frames, and they build them like a Sherman tank. They build their own cabinets. These are solid wood maple cabinets, maple glazed cabinets. Solid. I mean, look at that. No rattles. That's solid wood closing right there, folks. I mean, the brand quality and the build quality of a Winnebago is just second to none. That's why I've owned two of them. I love Winnebagos. And you'll notice too, folks, when you go on our website or you come on our lot, you're not going to see what I call cheaper made, cheaper quality filler brands that the other dealers just buy because they're cheap and they fill up their lots. When you come to our lot, you're going to see Winnebagos. You're going to see Holiday Ramblers, Itascas, Allegros, Newmars. You're going to see all the good brands that stand the test of time. And there's a logic behind that, folks, because when you buy a used RV, you want to buy good quality. Now, these cheaper Four Winds and these Coachmans and some of the Forest Rivers you see on the market, folks, they're junk. Stay away from them. And I have a unique perspective because I see these motorhomes after they're about 7 or 8 years old. And that's what most of our RVs are 7, 8, 9, 10 years old or more. So, and that's why we only carry the nicer brands, because those cheaper brands, when they're 8 or 9 years old, they're falling to pieces. And here's the thing, I want you to buy this motor home, but I want you to keep it for several years, and I want you to trade it back in on something else. And I want this motor home to still be in good enough condition that we can trade back for it and resell it to somebody else, and they keep it for a few years, trade it back in and resell it. So that's why we only carry the nicest quality brands and only the best of the best when it comes to used RVs. We've been doing this for 47 years, folks, and you know, we sell more than anybody. We sell over 500 used RVs a year, and that's nothing to sneeze at either. 500 plus used RVs a year, and we sell them for less than anybody else. You know, you can look at this RV for $39,900. You can get online. You can Google 2002 Journey 32Ts. You're going to see them for $15,000, $20,000 more. You can look up NADA, and it's $45,000. Thousands under NADA. Look at what this thing costing you. $140,000, and that's, you know, they went ahead and got the expensive 7.5 kW diesel generator over the propane one, and they got the backup camera system and a few other little odds and ends. It was over $140,000 new. So basically, You're getting a 67,000 mile motorhome, a diesel, so 67,000 miles is nothing, and saving $100 grand. That's how we sell them, folks. You got solid surface Corian countertops here in the kitchen. Nice big residential style sink. You've got 2 ovens, and I like this, folks, because mine didn't have this, my Winnebago, so I actually had to buy a convection oven to have this because we do a lot of cooking. And those 2 ovens are lifesavers. This right here is a microwave convection oven. And down here you've got your propane oven, so you can cook in this one if you just want to cook some biscuits or something quick. You don't have to worry about lighting gas. And if you're cooking for a lot of people, guess what? You've got a oven down here you can cook a small turkey in and still have your top oven freed up, plus your stove top. You've got the nice countertops, great amount of storage, and you have to pinch yourself and remind you this is only 32 foot when you're looking at this RV. Got the 8 cubic foot Norcold 2-way RV refrigerator freezer with a built-in ice maker. This should be a little slide out pantry, I believe. I mean, they've really utilized the space in here to maximize it. And considering the 32 foot motorhome, this is really amazing that you've got this much space in a 32 footer. Over here's your command center. This is an electric heat pump, and this heat pump will run you out of here. And it's also got gas heat in case it's so cold you want to use your gas heat. And of course, air conditioner. Everything's a central location, just like a house. Look at this, folks. Them people paid $6,000 to get that diesel generator, and people upgrade to the diesel. That way they can have the longevity, and they can put 40, 50,000 hours on it. Well, they spent that $5,000, $6,000 to upgrade to that diesel generator. They only put 477 hours on it. I mean, they could have saved $5 grand, used a propane generator, and been fine. But the good thing for you is you've got basically a generator, and you've got a diesel engine that you're never going to wear out. So you can run 30, 40,000 hours in that generator, and it runs fine if you take care of it. Same way with the motor. You can run 5, 6, 700,000 miles in that motor, still do great. It's just like these big diesel semis you see going down the road towing 60, 70,000 pounds, still have 1 million miles on them. They've got Cummins engines in them too, and Freightliner chassis, just like this motorhome. Got a really nice side bathroom. I like this. You can close this door, and this way you can be in the restroom without blocking access to the rear bedroom. And you've actually got a nice bathroom. Corian countertop here in the bathroom. Got a nice medicine cabinet. You got a really nice stand-up shower, porcelain RV toilet, vent fan. I mean, for a side bathroom, this thing's got all kinds of space, even for somebody my size. I'm 6'4", 280 pounds, and plenty. I don't think this is plenty of room in here for somebody my size. Said they didn't cheap out and put the cheap countertops in here with the Corian countertops up front. It's got the matching Corian tops here in the back. Got a nice window when you come out and you walk back here toward the bedroom. Really nice bedroom for a 32 foot Queen Island bed. Residential style ceiling fan. Huge closet on the side in the slide out. Plenty of lighting, plenty of storage. There's storage underneath the bed. Now, folks, this RV does not have a rear TV. You know, if you want a rear TV added, just tell your salesperson we'll add one to it and just charge you whatever it costs us to put it in. Which I know a lot of you don't care about TV in the bedroom. I know I don't. I mean, I've had my motorhome for 4 years, and my TVs have been on maybe 2 or 3 times the entire time I've had it, because I go out camping to camp, not watch TV. But hey, everybody's different. But if you want a TV back here, just let your salesperson know. We'll add whatever size TV you want. You just pay whatever it costs us, or you might even talk them into throwing it in the deal. This unit's $39,900, folks. We'll trade. Thousands under NADA, $100 grand less than what it cost you with only 67,000 miles. They just don't get any better than that, folks. I mean, this is literally a motorhome that you can keep and use for decades. That's the benefit of spending that extra tens of thousands of dollars on a diesel over a gas, because you literally cannot wear a diesel motorhome out. I sold a 94 model with no telling how many miles on it to California. And we drove it 2,100 miles out there. It did perfect. Now, would I have done that with a gas burner, a 94 gas burner? There's no way. But that diesel made it with flying colors, and the people are using it now on a trip all out through the West. So that's the benefit of the diesel over the gas. It costs you a little more up front, but you've got something literally that you can never wear out. $39,900 will trade. We have up to 144-month financing available with approved credit, and if you just want a short-term loan, or if you're a cash customer, this is going to be very attractive to you too, because probably half of my cash customers take advantage of this. I've actually got a credit union right now with good credit that will go do a 60-month loan up to the full retail amount, which in this case is thousands more than I'm asking for it. And they'll go 60 months at 2.5% interest rate. Even if you're a cash buyer, folks, that 2.5% interest rate's very attractive. You can keep your $40,000 cash, use it towards something else, and just pay a few $100s in interest over a 60-month loan. You can't beat that. That's almost as good as 60 months, same as cash. And if you want even a lower payment, like I said, I've got up to 144 months financing available with approved credit and interest rates right around 4 to 5%. So either way you go, you're going to get the best interest rate in the business, the lowest price on the internet. And I'm not like other dealers, folks. I don't have dock fees, prep fees, dealer fees, tag and title fees. All those fees these other dealers charge you are 100% dealer profit, completely unnecessary to purchase a used or new RV. And I have no extra fees. You know, when you've been doing this for 47 years like we have in 3 generations, you take care of your customers, because repeat customers, referrals, in other words, you send your friends and families to us, is what keeps dealers like us in business and thriving. And we're not going to sell you a bad RV. We're not going to overcharge you. We're not going to get rich on everybody that comes out here. We've got a very hard-earned reputation for having the lowest prices on quality used RVs on the internet. I mean, you look on our reviews and you'll see people that have come from hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles away to buy RVs from us because we save them money. We're a certified power seller on eBay, top-rated seller. And that we're the only one that sells used RVs, and that's hundreds of positive feedbacks from people just like you buying motorhomes, campers, and fifth wheels from us. We've sold in all 50 states, including multiple sales to Alaska and Hawaii. We've sent thousands of RVs all over Canada. We've sent them overseas to England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands, and these people didn't come thousands of miles away just because they like us. They came from that far away, folks, because we save them money and they can't beat our prices. You know, we're right here. We're an hour and a half north of Atlanta. We're about 10 minutes south of Chattanooga, Tennessee. You can fly into the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport from anywhere in the country for just a few $100s. We'll pick you up for free at the airport, bring you back here. My RV techs will go over this motorhome with you front to back, top to bottom, and you drive it home. Fuel's really, really cheap right now. I've seen diesel for less than $2 a gallon. So, I mean, for a few $100s in a flight and a few $100s in fuel getting back, plus you get a nice little vacation out of it, you're saving $10,000, $15,000. And not just on the price, but the fact that I have no extra fees, that's $2,000. The fact that I don't have finance managers, that saves you thousands of dollars, because you know that other RV dealerships, because most of you have to finance, have learned to exploit that. They have finance managers or F&I managers or business managers. They got all kinds of names for them. But what these managers do is they get paid commission on how much money they make the dealership after the sale. In other words, let's say you wanted a 60-month loan. You go to another RV dealership. They don't discuss interest rates. The salespeople or the business managers won't, because they know that if they tell you a rate that you expect, they can't make any money on you. So let's say they don't tell you an interest rate, they get you approved at 2.5%. Well, finance, you don't know that. The salesman and the finance manager knows that, and the finance manager steps into the closing office, says, "Mr. Customer, congratulations, got you a great 6.5% interest rate, signed here, here, and here, and this is your motorhome." Well, guess what, folks? When you signed that dotted line, you just paid 4% higher interest rate. That cost you thousands of dollars. And just little things like that to save you money is one of the many reasons why we've been in business for as long as we have. We don't have commissioned salespeople, so there's 100% no sales pressure. And folks, I'm going to tell you, once you buy an RV from us, you're going to be our customer for life, because I promise you, you're going to go nowhere else. You're always going to buy from us because of how much money you saved and how much easy and stress-free the experience was. Thank you for watching my video. You're welcome to give us a call at 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, or you can get sales help at 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com. You can also email us at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Or like I said, you can fly in. We'll pick you up for free from the local airport during business hours. You want to rent a car to get to us, we'll help you drop the car off at our local rental car terminal. So just give us a call today. Let us know if we can help. Thank you for watching.